Hey, Dixie T here. This is going to be a video about Tony Dungy's, uh, you know, basically talking about the Rooney Rule, or because it's this Rooney Rule. All the NFL teams combined. This is uh, report I saw on Yahoo Sports. I was going to talk about it yesterday, but the whole Hawaii can't afford a election pretty much took my eye on there. So right here it just says that Um, Tony Dungy has wonders about the process used by, like, say, the Redskins and the Seahawks and everything else. He says that, quote, he says, he wonders, quote, that's not the Rooney Rule is supposed to be. That you make up your mind and then interview a candidate for it just dissatisfies the rule. If the Jerry Gray situation is the way it has been described as happening, I don't think it was fair. I don't think I would ever interview for a job if my boss was not out for the job. Well, for my boss was not out of the job. I don't blame Jerry. It's the position he was put in. If it happened that way, the idea of the rule is to slow down the process and get their teams to do the homework, investigate a lot of candidates, not just my candidates. You went through a process that, in doing that, sometimes you uncover people. And says even in cases where you don't get the job, I know Leslie interviewed with the Dolphins, and no proposals came in impressed and told other people how impressed he was. He needs a sharp guy that helps. That goes a ways in promoting that diversity. Um, I have some problems with that, Tony. I really respect what if he actually does the impossible in responses video. I'll be completely, shocked. But I know he's not going to. But I really don't disagree to Mr. Dungy's thing. It's not the Rooney Rule. I think the Rooney Rule is actually is racist in one second. I mean, if you're talking about minority, what type of minority are you talking about? I mean, just African Americans? There are. What about the Latino or the Mexican? All right, now, so about Spanish, Latino race. Hey, why not they can't be argued for a head coaching job? Or how about Asians? Hmm? How about Korean? And the list goes on and on. Just because something like this, to me, is racist in that way, saying that why have a Rooney Rule? Why have this rule? Because I understand the rule, what the intention is, the good intentions of this thing. Because there are African Americans are predominantly they play in the NFL. There are a lot of black athletes in the NFL, but not in the offices, not in the coaching staff as white, and that's pretty disturbing. And yes, there are some aspects of it, like say the only people hired in color. But I think we moved past that. I think in this society, I think you should not force companies or so force anyone else to hire or anything else. Look at some type of candidate. If it was like an open, an open job, open market, okay, maybe I can have leeway. Even then, I would say, you know what, let this stuff happen naturally and everything. Because eventually the team's going to eventually lose, and the people are not going to sit there and say, "Hey, why should we pay for tickets or anything else when my team is consistently losing and hiring what type of coach?" If the black guy or white guy, Latino, what have you, is very impressive at that job or something, very impressive being an assistant head coach or offensive coordinator, then I think that he will get a shot. Because I don't think all of them, all NFL owners are white devils or people who want to hold down the African American or whatever minorities. I think they're majority of them looking for to win. And most businesses they want to succeed. That's what they want to do. And this to me really just flies in the face of it. So it was something like say Pete Carroll, the Seahawks hiring Pete Carroll and the Redskins hiring Mike Shanahan. I mean, should they slow down that process and wait? They already know who they want to get. So why should they be punished? Or why fly them all the way up like, or you know, Leslie Frazier or Jerry Gray, have them even sit down for a position? Why? What's the point of it? What is the absolute point of them going to these interviews when it's not going to matter or mean anything? And majority of them, they don't. It doesn't even matter to them. They say they're going to hire this guy, and that's who they're going to hire. It doesn't matter. I mean, you should not be looking at race, and that's what this Rooney Rule does. It looks straightly at their race. It looks right at the color of the person's skin. Oh, you had. It's like, to me, it's a quota system, and that to me is even worse than racism. It just says, okay, we don't. We just have the court. We just felt them up. That shuts them up. Who cares? They don't really have any true power. This, that, and the other. It shuts these guys up. They're not there for the whole. It's not really meaningful. That to me is even worse. That is to me even worse than everything else. To me, just it's a quota system. Just to say, hey, we just filled up these guys. Who really cares? They're on nowhere teams. They're not going to make anything of themselves or this, that, and the other. So, who cares? I just feel like, what? A person's basis in getting any type of job should be their work. It should be based not on their race. It's not about favoritism or anything else. So if your company or what have you wants to succeed, you should look at that person's said work and say, okay, you know what? You should look into that and say, hey, this is really good. Doesn't matter if you're black, white, or anything else. It should be a matter about what someone's work. And stuff like the Rule pushes that thing up, pushes race right there, saying you have to interview this person because he's so and so, or because this, that, and the other. I really think this thing, people who are supporting this, really gives their fellow man don't give them any credit. I really do believe that, they didn't need to really get a black general managers. I mean, the Ravens, he put them in and say, you know what? He was, crap, I don't know who that guy is. But honestly, that person who, Ozzie Newton, no, it's very important. A highly, general manager. He's black, and he's like, he worked his way up. He didn't need any handouts or anything. To me, that's really, really is. It's frustrating to think that way. It's frustrating to think that, someone actually believes that you have to have some sort of color their skin just because of just because, oh yeah, he's black, he has to be some some type of, okay, he has to be black, well, he has to be put up in this position. That's racism as well. It's like someone saying, "Oh, well, who cares?" I mean, well, it's just filling a quota system. It's just it is. Ozzie Newsome. Yeah, I was right. It was Ozzie Newsome, Ravens general manager. That guy really. I mean, he's a very good general manager. He led the Ravens basically from where they are and made them to like a AFC. They went last year to the AFC Championship game, and they might do it again. If not, they might even do more. So honestly, it's not about race. It's basically about the person's skill set, the person's skills, and hopefully, and I really think that in this society, I think we can grow and we can learn from each other without having these stuff with the Rule and everything else. And that's my opinion. And oh, by the way, before this video runs long, I'm going to be doing a blog TV. The link will be in the description. It's going to be on Tuesday. So get your questions out, type them up, and everything else. Save them for that day because it's going to be Tuesday, January 9th, 010, 3:30. Be there. Link will be in both links will be in the description. DCT here. Peace and love. I will see y'all when I see y'all. One.